don't think it's hard.
It's
You're not
because
from there,
the language
kid.
is different.
And they can make it easier to learn. Y'all learning it right now. That was just your first time saying it. Pretty well. Yeah, I guess that was alright. You guys can tell she's hiding behind, like, yeah, I guess I am pretty good at learning this.
Yeah, I guess I am pretty Chadley, you know? Just pretty baller.
So, what else do you guys want to know? Is there anything you want to know about us? She smiles widely and a glint goes to her eyes. I want to ask everything.
That might take a while.
Then perhaps we should start with our questions. They might be a bit more limited. Okay. Kyle Morganola. Oh, yeah.
Just loves trail mix.
It's good. It's calorically dense. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
While you guys are doing that, I'm going to roll something for Eva.
Eva's doing Eva.
I'll go like a more survival. Gives herself a bardic. And... fuck it, we'll activate the good luck charm. Not bad. Oh, what'd you roll on her bardic? She rolled a 3. Ugh. Not the best, but yeah, take what you can get.
Our bardics are
Yeah,
D8s
but
right now or D10s?
D8s. I wish! I wish it was D10s.
One day.
Yeah, 10th level. A while ago.
Very fitting number to get them. Anyways.
You will have something to report in due time. In due time. So, what do you guys... not necessarily related to Haley. What do you guys do this evening? If anything at all.
Dahlia has a single goal in mind. She's going to try her hardest to make a vessel of some kind to hold the mist. Or find a vessel. Like the fog from the bog.
The bog fog.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Do you have Potter's tools proficiency?
Nope.
Okay. Then roll me.
Potter's tools is a thing?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
We're making pots are very integral in maybe not in medieval society, but earlier societies.
Oh yeah.
Roll me your choice of Dex or Wisdom at disadvantage. A check, an ability check.
Let me see here.
Still very relevant in medieval society.
Well, there you go.
Useful.
Good for making urns, vases, jugs, cups.
Dex or wisdom at disadvantage, and it's a check.
Yes.
Okay, wisdom it is. Nope, so I'm re-rolling that. I'm breaking up my muffin. Can I use the other half of my muffin to get a 24?
No, it would neutralize disadvantage to straight,
Yeah.
so you could be the 13.
You can use the other half of your muffin to roll again?
You could, yeah.
Yeah,
so disadvantage. Statistically speaking, you would roll better.
But we take the better of it anyway, right?
Yeah, of your results. But yeah.
Yeah. Sure, you know what? Fuck it. No inspirations
We'll do it
left.
live.
Hey, a 19! That's not
Respectable.
bad.
From nat 1
Not bad.
to 14. Plus 5.
If anyone else wanted to add like resources on top of that, I wouldn't oppose.
Now add a Kanaba club to your head.
It's a wisdom check, right?
Thanks.
Oh
Benefit
fuck!
from
I've got
guidance.
I've got a scalded die if you want it. If you need it.
Would that apply?
You didn't consult Mercer, so he's not helping. he's unaware of your task at hand. But yeah, guidance and stuff would add on top of it. Assuming you procced someone that had such an ability.
It's a 1. It helps. It helps a little bit.
Who do you proc for it?
Let's see here.
Aurelia, I think.
Really,
Got
Irina,
options, I gotta
Gerdog?
think.
Yep. See, this is how this
Probably
goes,
Irina,
right?
just because nature and shit.
This is how this goes. If you guys do something solo, you do it solo. I'm not gonna call it or anything. I'm just saying for everyone's reference. If you do something solo, you do it solo. No resources, no help, no nothing. Because your solo scene is solo. If you bring other people into your scene, you get the resources.
Fair
That's
enough.
about it.
Let me make a
So,
Roman just comes over and stands awkwardly next to you, being like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?"
I mean, honestly, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if Roma did ask, Dahlia would tell you that she's trying to make a vessel of some kind.
I think I hate kittens.
Your Skoldic is D6, if I remember correctly.
Me, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, your call, Dolly, if you want to use it or not.
Just stand
I
in the
think I
background too.
will.
Head just leaning over your shoulder, being really annoying.
23. Over the course of
I mean,
an
you're
hour
helping.
or so, you do manage to make either your call of 3 small vessels or 1 large vessel.
I think I'd rather make 3 small vessels, because then that gives me the opportunity to collect different samples if a situation like this comes up again.
Makes sense?
They hold the same amount of volume, essentially, right?
More or less. They might just be a bit more
In
weighted.
total. Yeah. So yeah, I'll make 3 small ones.
Okay, they all weigh probably, let's say, 1.5 pounds each. They're probably the size, or maybe not 1.5 pounds, just a pound. They're probably the size of like a vat so that you can put like moisturizing cream or like solution on here in the real world. Now there is one hang up, and that is you have to fire them. You have to cook them.
Yeah,
To actually make them solid.
killing them, essentially.
Exactly. So that's your next step. If not, then these things are just going to be very, very fragile.
I think we'll probably make a second, like a pit somewhere away from the fire, somewhere over here. You know, this square. She'll start digging a hole, probably just with her hands at first. Hey, Badger.
Yeah, what'd you need?
Do you think Ace want to help me dig a hole? Looks at Ace.
I mean, you know, you can ask him, right?
I forget.
He's his own individual.
I forget we can talk to him. It's still. I forget sometimes. All right. Hey, Ace. That's me not
He's like- he
forgetting
like-
too.
He's like
Yeah.
standing above nowhere now.
You want to help me dig a hole?
Sure.
Right here.
Is he stepping around for a good hole spot?
No, he's very sleepily stumbling over.
Poor buddy.
Yeah. Remember, you guys haven't rested for over 24 hours.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get a long rest last night, so he's
No.
tired.
Feeling groggy.
Poor baby. Why are you asking him to dig a hole there? That's so cruel.
He's a puppy. He likes to
Are
dig
you
holes.
gonna help me dig a hole?
Absolutely fucking not.
That's what I thought.
Well, as we discovered
I'm
like
gonna
a
dig a
session or two ago, both Jin and Falk have shovels.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they have shovels. That's one of them.
What are you even doing?
Who asked that? It cut out a
Haley.
bit. I'm trying to make a vessel to hold some of that fog.
Why?
So I can turn it into something that we can use. A toxin.
Show me their mouth, but stop stuff. Okay.
You seem like you were gonna say something.
No. What? You're imagining things.
Oh my god.
Fucking gaslighting you.
Alright, what do you want in return for the information you were just about to tell me?
I don't know. What do you have? She's a very tricksy child, isn't she?
Aren't they all?
Very
Let
suspicious
me
child.
look at what's in my
Over to
inventory
work.
here.
Yes, I agree. Oh, here comes Eva.
I have good news and I have bad news. This ought to be good.
Bad news
And it ought to be
first.
bad. Well, I suppose the bad news is confirmation what Haley's accounts were. I saw the fort in the middle through my scope. Very little of it. But there was lots of movement around it. I told you! I wanted to see what we were up against. Spider eels? Yes, and seemingly more. More? I didn't get a good look at it. Some hulking thing.
Oh, hooking
Ugh,
Giant spider.
big. Bigger than Edelweiss. Ah, here's a good way of describing it. I think it was carrying around one of those large spider eels. Like on its
Lovely.
back. Like on its back? In its hand.
it's it's just holding a giant spider. Oh, okay, sure, fair.
Those things are huge! It was just carrying it around? Yes.
So that's a giant.
I don't want to fight a giant. Don't say that.
I mean, you guys might not know the the creature categorization of giant, but the word giant is still there, right?
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
that is giant.
Existent.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Anything, I don't want to fight anything that's giant.
That's
There
fair.
you go.
That's a fair sentence. Well then, if we attack that place, we do so quickly and maybe quietly.
Very quietly. I'm up for quietly.
Looks like clanky armor. Yes, quietly.
Declan looks at you.
Armor at home?
I'll do my best. I suppose that's all we can ask. Alright, so that's the bad news. What's the good news? I think it might be easy to sneak around.
Ah, okay, good.
How do you reckon that? Well, as soon as it was doing, I'm assuming eating the spider eel. Ew! I saw what I saw, girl. Immediately lie down. Food coming. I suppose so. So what, we just feed spider eels to the thing? Well, if Haley said there are a bunch of spider eels around the place, we can lure them.
Let's
I don't know if that's wise.
Wait.
Is Folk?
Was the spider eel alive?
No.
That's good. Means you don't need to lure them alive. Could kill one of these things. Might be easier then.
I was thinking we can lure the spider eels straight to it, and since it's so adept at killing them, 2 birds in 1 stone.
To kill with a borrowed blade.
And that's if we can make it up there without getting overrun. Yes. So going loud's not gonna be an option when we get there. Eva shrugs like, I'm not hexing it. I'm not jinxing it. I'm not saying one way or the other. She just shrugs. I suppose we'll have to determine. She looks over at Dahlia. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make a vessel to get some of that fog.
Haley does like, I'm gonna mind my own business. Look at the fire.
And she has information that she won't tell me.
She looks at Haley. What? No. Who said that? You said that.
I do. I can see it
Yeah,
all
your
over your face.
actions.
You've got witnesses.
What? No. You guys are. You're spitting too much swamp air.
Hmm.
Out with it.
You know, I come from a swamp, so that doesn't quite work.
Yeah, but this place is special.
There's
Alright, kid. Alright, kid, what do you want? What do you got? Mercer like begins looking around his bag, like I don't got toys for children here. Like, what do you mean?
We could
Oh,
teach
I have
you
a toy
curse words in our
crossbow.
languages.
I've got a toy crossbow.
Wait, you actually?
It's still in my infantry.
Do you offer that to Haley?
I mean, I can pretend it's a real one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has little sucker darts on it.
I have these. Very fancy, very, very efficient.
You have a toy crossbow?
I do. You want a toy crossbow?
Deal.
I'll give her the toy crossbow.
There
you
she's
go.
a deal.
Haha.
Hands over.
She immediately shoots like a cushion bolt. Nice.
Just make sure you don't lose them all now.
I won't. Picks up. Comes back. I'd be careful trying to convert this mist into anything. I've tried.
Why's that?
Well, it sort of
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
like change.
Hmm.
It, like, blows up.
What?
So we can use it to make bombs then.
Finger guns at Mercer.
Assuming it's not so volatile, it will just detonate sporadically.
I mean, if you guys had the right sort of casing, the sort that breaks he snaps his finger real easy like. You just keep them in two separate layers. Throw the casing, shatters, reacts violently.
Why not invert unless the blows up the entire swamp? Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be a way of clearing it out. Marcel, I'm joking. Mostly.
But if he wasn't
But-
joking.
I mean, Lemke.
Wait, how many people are alive in there?
I don't know.
Some.
What's a fault? What Rip said.
Number.
Yeah.
That's right.
It doesn't. No, it's not. No, it's sort of the opposite of fire. What do you mean?
It freezes him?
I mean, it looks like fire, but it's blue. Yeah, it sort of freezes them.
Oh.
Interesting.
Very.
What kind of roll would we do to try and figure out what the fuck is happening there?
Arcana.
Oh no.
Sure, I'll
Yeah, I'm
try.
curious.
Would I be able to add my wild intuition?
No,
Okay. I was hoping because it was like
because this is, if anything, it would detract from it.
Okay.
Right, because it's
Because this is a violation of the laws of nature. Right? So, like, it would actually make it worse.
Bane.
You guys don't know.
By all known laws of aviation. What the fuck?
I'll give Caradoc, you didn't succeed the roll, but I'll give you, like, a gradient failure sort of thing. For this place to do that, it would be a fundamental undermining of certain laws of nature and physics. Not that physics is a proper field, unless you ask Anvil, but you know what I mean, right? It would violate certain fundamental schools of science.
yeah, the natural order of things.
Yeah, even magic has some flow to it, albeit it's esoteric and mysterious at times. Once you understand it, there is a flow.
Yeah.
This does not flow, no matter how you cut it.
For it
So-
to do that, it would. So this is
Actually-
flow to everything. A natural flow. Even magic has its currents.
Yo!
So who got that one?
So that was Mercer getting a nat 20 again. He got one. I rolled something for him ahead of time. Anything intelligence based, he rolled a nat 20 on based.
Very nice.
Damn.
I
Smart
am
man.
too smart for my shit.
Actually, it would be a 34 because he could just add his flash of genius on. Anyways, you can keep going here, Doug. You guys can hear Mercer
But-
muttering to himself.
But this doesn't. For it to do that, it would have to defy the way we think things should work. the way we are used to things actually working. Whatever
There is
logic you might apply is probably doing you harm in trying to figure that out.
I don't know if I got it figured out, but there is a natural flow to things to our real world, like you're saying. But I've heard some tales from Ashwards and the like. Well, not from the Ashwards themselves, but from reports that there are some places that, how to say this? Imagine it's like a reversal of the world. Light is dark and things like that. This must be one of those places. You're right, don't try to make too much sense of it, but
Hot
they
is
still
cold.
have this. Exactly. The law is still there, they just flip the sides. And how does that work? Remember what I just said about not trying to figure it out? But there's certain things that would still have to happen. If I were to shoot a gun, heat causes the bullet to go. How does that work in a place where it's flipped? I wouldn't go shooting any guns, first off. It still has its logic, Yuva. It still has its logic, we're just not built for that logic. That makes sense? I'm sure there's some way to make some sort of cold gun if you're a native there. But we ain't.
It does track a lot with different things we've heard about this place. And the beyond, it sounds very opposite.
And quite beyond.
Hmm?
A pardon. Thank you very much. Actually, no, he's a knight. Is he slick enough to lie? Is he slick enough to lie? Oh my god, he actually is.
Holy!
Ooh, well.
Thank you for laughing, Rip.
You're welcome, Sir Knight.
I always gave her my name.
I couldn't remember.
I appreciate your concern, nonetheless.
Finger guns.
Finger guns awkwardly back at you.
Your fingers kind of crossed.
If hot is cold, I reckon there's a way to try. Could light a stick on fire and toss it in there, see what happens to it.
Actually, that is an interesting question. When we're gathered around the campfire, does it feel like strangely not warm?
No, yes,
We're not
yes,
in
for
the
the warmth.
swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are in the swamp.
Oh.
Swoop.
Oh, I see. So you light the stick. I see what you were saying. You get a 10-foot long stick. Get a branch. Like the tip on fire.
The classic 10-foot long pole in the inventory section of the player's handbook.
Hey,
Speaking,
this
I
shit
could
still works 30 years later.
I mean, I'd be at a disadvantage of combat sword, but I could just summon one as a weapon, right?
A stick?
Quarterstaff.
I mean,
I
yeah,
have a
but I would
quarterstaff.
also say you could just grab a stick somewhere, can't you?
We're in a
What
swamp.
if you can't find a long enough stick, Crash?
Crash, I would desire to roll for stick.
Yeah, sure, yeah, roll me a D100 for finding a really suitable stick.
Can I help?
I don't
I'm
know,
the
Rip.
stick finder. I
You
did it
find one
earlier.
like you find a really unwieldy, curves to the right, nothing wrong with its stick.
A man like you, Rip, you could just
Oh, sure, to the
unzip.
right.
Too many voices. What's up? All right, Jen, you find a 7-foot long curves to the right stick.
Yeah, fuck it. For the sake of science, he will light the end of the stick on fire. Just kind of put it over like over the edge of the swamp, basically.
Yeah.
There you go.
You do have to wade into it, and you do end up catching a little whiff. What's your con mod?
Fucking
4?
max 20 or 5. My mod is 5.
You suffer 11 necrotic damage
That's stinky.
for egressing into the fog.
And that's where no, it's not.
But the good news is you're definitely testing science right now. You plunge the stick in, and it goes out.
Oh. You ever seen that video of like a cave where they have like a torch and then they dunk it below like a certain spot
Yep.
and just immediately snuffs?
Yep, exactly like that.
That's... God, it smells terrible over here.
It does.
He'll leave the stick over here. the slightly shorter stick because it got burned.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like it's not like it burned like for an hour. Like you just lit the tip up, so it's more or less the same dimension. That being said, roll me a perception investigation. Yeah, one of those two. I don't know if any of the other ones apply.
Well, perception is slightly better. Wow. Means nothing.
All is well in the world. All is well in the world. Joy to the world.
Strange.
The stick is dead.
I see by the fact that you are not returning with a source of light that it had indeed snuffed it out.
You're correct. It just hit a barrier and it just... He has a sound effect for this. Does that noise? I've heard about caves and such that have a closet to extinguish, but I'm not sciencey driven in that way. I just know you don't go in those caves.
Nice.
I smell bad. I'm gonna stand next to Falk instead.
Wow. You're with the incense right now, so you don't smell anything.
No,
So it's not methane. Good news.
I think he catches a little whiff of something because past perception 23, baby.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point. Yeah.
He leans closer, to Jin, and and he does sparkle fingers at you and casts prestidigitation. It makes you smell better.
Very nice.
Oh, what convenient. Thank you.
First time he's doing this ever.
Yeah, the entire time when you're talking about carrying on cleaning you guys up, Falk is like, I could have done that. I just thought you did.
That's a good one. Why didn't Falk volunteer?
Why would he?
Yeah, he group laundry machine.
Paradox doing it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can help my buddy out so he doesn't do as much stuff. Or
Nah, he's got this. I believe him. So it's a heavier than air gas depriving you of oxygen. No, he shakes his head. That sounds too normal. What a weird statement. Evo says next to fire. Maybe it's not depriving of oxygen, it's depriving of heat. Stops the chemical reaction. That would suit hot as cold logic. Declan looks at him, then looks to you guys, and does this like, look on his face like, I don't get it. I'm a knight, not a scientist.
Jin's barely following along.
What is he saying?
He knows the wisdom of.
So he's talking about the necessary pieces of making fire and continuous combustion. You need fuel, you need air, and you need a chemical reaction. You need a heat, an amount of heat to break it past the threshold. He's supposing that it is not the deprivation of oxygen. This air that you guys are being melted by isn't heavier than air. It is heavier than air, I guess, but it's not the problem in this situation. He's saying, because to follow that heat is cold and cold is heat logic, quote unquote logic, reverse logic, that it is actually taking away the heat of the torch, thusly depriving you of the ability to maintain fire. That said, I don't know how much your characters know about fucking thermodynamic science and stuff, given that not everyone has public schooling.
Does the Empire have fridges?
Yes. Well, not like fridge, but like put ice, like icebox. Thank you. Yeah, probably like that. Yeah.
So Falk says, like an icebox.
Like an icebox, yeah.
Is that a
I really just
device?
No, it's a box where that is insulated, and you leave ice in it, you leave food and other things in it, and by the properties of its insulation, it maintains its cold temperature inside, preserving food.